everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of United Together. This is our little show from all of us here at United Methodist Communities to spread the good news of what's happening across all of our communities in the state of New Jersey. And I've got my red on today because it is February, it is Valentine's Day, and I look out the window and I see ice and snow. But guess what happens a few days from now? Spring training starts in baseball. So you hear that word spring, and it reminds you there is hope. Warmer weather is coming, and a lot of good news is coming from our communities with vaccinations, with our associates and our residents. So there is definitely that light at the end of the tunnel, and we've got some spring weather heading our way. So let's get started with the show. And now it's time for our community spotlight. And our community spotlight really is about all of our communities, where last Friday, we wanted to just give our associates, our employees, our team members a nice pat on the back, a good standing ovation. So a number of us visited the communities and at safe distances and wearing the appropriate protective gear. We just said thank you to our associates, to our team members, with some real goodies of food and some signs saying, "Hey, great job. You're the best." And it was very gratifying for those of us who were there to do that. It was really neat to see the smiles on the faces of the associates who were on the receiving end of these nice gifts of healthy food, of popcorn and chocolate. Can't go wrong with popcorn and chocolate. And it was just a nice day to remind everyone that we are a united team in this. And it was just a special time, because it has been a challenging time, but a lot of smiles at all the communities as we came together to say thank you to our associates for some incredible work over these last few challenging months. And now it's time for our resident spotlight. And today, our resident spotlight takes us to our community in Ocean City, the Shores, where the Shores once again is having some fun with resident activities, thinking outside the box. And what they've come up with this time is a scavenger hunt. And joining us today from the Shores, from our newly remodeled part of our community, is three people. One is Michele, who is our volunteer coordinator, and she's joined by two residents, Marie Sesso and Eleanor Economou. Everybody, welcome to the show.
Hello.
All right. So, Michele, very briefly, talk about your brainchild of this event and how you thought it might work.
Well, I wish I could take credit, but I actually copied it from another nonprofit. They had a managers meeting, and to lighten up the managers meeting, they created an in-home scavenger hunt for the managers to have to find particular items in a particular amount of time. So my friends were telling me about it. It sounded fun. I thought we could give it a try here. This was a safe way, contactless way for us to become engaged as a community and to maybe start thinking about some other things rather than talking about the vaccine and the virus. So we created a list of about 7 things. Some were specific, some were a little more vague. We picked items that we thought would be a little bit easy to find, but also for just some room for some creativity.
And we understand you had some local businesses, friends of the Shores that chipped in as well. You want to give them a plug?
Yes, we had fun with asking our vendors to provide the prizes, and they were super enthusiastic to be part of it. And then our dining services also supplements the prizes with ice cream and chocolate.
You're joined today by two residents who completed the whole list of items. I'll ask Marie first. Marie, welcome. Were there certain items that you had trouble finding?
Well, there was a couple of them. One was shiny and one was blue. It keeps your mind thinking of where you could find them. And the blue, I couldn't find anything blue until I start knitting. And when I was knitting, I realized I was knitting with blue wool. So I sliced the piece off, made a bow, and put it in the bag. And the shiny one, I couldn't find. I said to myself, where? I realized I had the medal on. And I said to myself, this is a good way the Lord made me find it. So I put it in the bag. And I think it's very good for us old, ancient people, like me, to get off our chair and move around. Move those muscles that we haven't used for a while.
Right.
Yeah. And I like it. It gave us something to do and something to think about, other than just sitting and everything like bingo is just sitting. This is moving.
Yep,
Getting up and going and looking. Keep the mind going. Sharp.
sure does.
So, Eleanor, were there any items on the list that really challenged you?
A simple thing like a dime.
A dime.
But I don't use a lot of money right now and searched everywhere. Finally found one and I've got it now taped to my fridge. But then I like to do things a little bit differently. I like to, if I enjoy something, I like to kind of stretch it out so I get a little more pleasure. In this case, I had like a little slogan or saying for each thing I found. And the last thing on the list was pink. I found a pink eraser and I noted on the side, to err is human, to erase is divine. I live my life that way.
Well, Eleanor, I get the sense that the staff, the associates at the Shores have gone above and beyond these last few months to try to make your life as normal as possible. And talk to us a little bit about the team there, the associates at the Shores.
To be so confined for so long, you would think that we would have a bunch of people running around here saying, oh, good grief or something. It's not the case. We're all happy to be here. They made us happy. They've taken good physical care of us, but mentally, they have allowed us to span out, grow, enjoy. It's tough, but we're all in that situation. They just made it pleasant.
Well, I've been there for the visiting birthday parties, for the putting contests in the hallways. There's something special about the Shores.
We do exercise down in the hallway.
Yes, we do.
We're doing our exercise in the hallway, which is good.
Michele, what makes you get up every day and go to work?
Oh, this.
Me.
Marie and Eleanor. So it's really, so the majority of our residents share the same feelings that Marie and Eleanor do.
Yeah.
You know, we may be confined here, but the associates and the residents together are finding ways where we can engage, where we can have a little fun, where we can move around. I'm doing a lot more talking on the phone. The SmartBoard really helps us being connected virtually. I think that every day I feel a little more hopeful because I come into an environment that feels that way. We feel hopeful, we're cheerful, we're joyful, we're dedicated.
Absolutely.
And I think all of us together understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
And we just want to thank all of you, Eleanor, Marie, Michele, for giving us so many opportunities to smile at a time when smiling has been hard. But you have really brought a smile to our faces and to our many viewers as well. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.
That's great.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And now it's time for our Daisy of the Day. And we're very blessed to have with us our Vice President for Human Resources, David Glenn. David's been doing something very special at United Methodist Communities. He's been giving us inspirational words. And so Dave was a great choice to lead us today with our Daisy of the Day. David?
A few weeks ago, I got together with a few managers and we were trying to figure out ways we might encourage our associates. Out of that discussion came a new thing we're calling words to live by. Every few days, I posted an inspirational quotation on our internal network, Yammer, and have invited our associates to read it and really give it serious thought. So far, we've been averaging about 60 associates each time we've posted it. And I just found out at one community, the Shores, The posting even got put up on the wall so that more associates could see it. I've gotten some really great feedback and look forward to posting these regularly. I hope you'll be watching for them. Now today I'd like to share with you a quote from an American poet and civil rights activist, Maya Angelou. She said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." I think this is great advice, and I take this very personally myself as I go about my work in making decisions and making policies. Think about how is this going to impact individuals? And I hope you'll do the same as you interact with your fellow associates and residents today. Don't just think about what you're doing, think about how you're making people feel. I hope you're encouraged. Have a great day.
Thanks, David, for those words to live by, and thanks for all that you do for all of us who work at United Methodist Communities. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining in. We hope you'd enjoyed hearing some of the things that are happening at all of our communities, and spring is coming. So keep your spirits up, and thanks for tuning in to United Together. Bye-bye.